What's good, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be recapping what's going on with the stock market and crypto and all the markets. Everything, obviously, if you don't know by now, if you've been living under a rock, crashed. Everything crashed. Bitcoin, S&P, we're going to get into it. I'm going to be giving some of my thoughts on it. Crazily enough, even at the time of I'm making this video, October 13th, Monday, everything has already started to go up a little bit. We're already seeing some recovery, which was inevitable, right? And that's going to be kind of the whole point of what I'm going to be talking about in this video, kind of the foundational principle. But getting into the raw numbers, what happened was, for example, looking at the S&P. So the S&P on October 10th at 9 a.m. was at $673. Well, this is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF trust that I'm looking at, by the way. Was at $673 at 9 a.m. October 10th. Then by 12 it was at $659, and then by 5 p.m. it was at $646. Took a big dip that day. And then what happened with crypto, which was more impactful for me, and that was what got my attention, was with crypto on October 11th, 2 days ago, Bitcoin took a big dip. So it was at 125 not too long ago, right? Over 120,000, and then October 11th it dipped to 110,000. I believe that was the lowest it went to, but it dipped a bunch to 110. I know some of my altcoins went down a lot too, but like I said, it already has recovered a little bit. Now Bitcoin's at 115 or 113, so it's already, regained a little bit of momentum. So what happened, what caused this was Trump tweeting about 100% tariffs on China. So we know how that goes with Trump's tweets, how, seismic of impact those have on the markets. So after that tweet, everything, just shit hit the fan after that. And then S&P 500 fell 2.7%. One of its worst days since April. I've been hearing about, like, this is one of the biggest crashes in a long time. At least, like around a year, if not more. So I wanted to make this video though to talk about why you should not be getting scared from this. This is one of the key points. This is one of the biggest principles of investing in finance, especially with stock market, stuff like that. You cannot get, discouraged by these crashes. This is something we've seen over and over and over again. Unless you're very young and you haven't experienced, any crash ever, like, if you're, again, not that young, you remember 2022, one of the big crashes in 2022, and everything was down with the inflation and everything, and what happened? Everything went right back up. People like me and people richer were buying up everything when, it crashed in 2022, and every single time, right? I'm only 23, so, I haven't been in, I don't remember 08 and all that, but, I was old enough in 2022 to know, like, everything's gonna go up. And I made another video, a short on it. When the markets crash, that's when it's time to buy. It's really, again, in 2025, it's kind of, I cannot say any other way, but it is a dumb mentality to, when the markets crash, to be like, to be one of those people that sell. And obviously people are selling because that's the way that, this stuff goes down in the first place, and they're just losing money. I even seen, I don't know if it was a fake story or something about the Ukrainian crypto guy that, offed himself in his Lambo because the markets crashed with crypto. I don't know if that's a real story. You know how it is these days with AI and fake stories and all this. I'm pretty sure it was a real story though. I think it was a legitimate story, but just stuff like that. And even if it wasn't a real story, stuff like that happens all the time, you know? Like, it's just, there's no reason to sell. Like, there's no reason. And like I said, in fact, you should be buying more. That's when you should get super aggressive and buy more than you ever have ever. So yeah, man, like, it's just super obvious. I want to put that out there to especially the younger investors. Like, do not sell, just buy more. Markets are gonna recover already. Like I said, already Bitcoin has recovered it, and again, it's not obviously where it was. It didn't bounce back fully already, but yeah, it's already back up. It's not like it just kept, you know, it's on a downward trajectory. It crashed, it happened, and it's from a tweet. We know the source. It's from a tweet, not because, you know, a bunch of tangible things in the market and the economy. You know, it was from a tweet. So, you know, and S&P, same thing, dipped hard, and after couple days, it's already recovered like 50%, you know, back to where it was prior. So that's the message of this video. Don't sell, don't lose your money. I know people who have done this. Makes no sense. And then people blame the market, blame stocks, like, oh, this is, you know, a bad idea. You know, that's why they don't invest in the stock market. You know, come on, like, it's 2025. We know better. Get aggressive when people are getting scared. One of the greatest principles in finance and investing, if you want to make money, get aggressive when people get scared. So we're gonna see. That's my thoughts on the current market crash. If you enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.